AFC South. It's the Jags and the Colts, just ahead on EA Sports.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is a number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. While Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
On third down, here's Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former number 1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year we got the Trevor Lawrence's, so many tabbed to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up the ball in youth league. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up second down. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now Lawrence on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Richardson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. On play action, Lawrence.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. From midfield now, Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
Yeah, to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the 1st lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run with Etienne.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
It's great seeing that type of run from Etienne. And look, I know we couldn't consider him for Rookie of the Year last year, but it really was his rookie season since an injury cost him all of 2021. And he looked like a Rookie of the Year, 9th in the NFL with over 1,100 yards for a surging Jaguars offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They go play action with Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence.
And he fires one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. And motioning left, that's Pittman. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Well, a throw for Pittman is intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Quiddy Pay
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Connecting here with Pittman on the out route.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. And it certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Richardson.
That's going to be caught by Moss. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leap the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run with a former Bill, Zach Moss.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Richardson on 3rd and short. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Moss.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Richardson off the play fake. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman.
11 yards for number 11.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Woods has it complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Finds his tight end Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
On play action, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Lawrence.
Touchdown,
Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Etienne up the middle.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On first down, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
back to the ground with Etienne. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And they'll run with Etienne. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Here's Lawrence. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. That's into the hands of Woods. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Second down, here's Richardson. This one into the hands of Will Mallory.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Man in motion is Agnew. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Richardson to the air on 1st down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. A throw on the money there to Doolin.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 30. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Gay's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Well, the Jaguars getting set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get that underneath ETN.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On second down, a run with Etienne.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And this one complete to Doolin. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Richardson.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Airing it out deep for Woods.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Lawrence will throw. Etienne bringing in another one.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Etienne will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. That complete to Downs.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
First throw now for the backup Wentz.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
Richardson looking to throw this. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Richardson yet again. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Richardson on 2nd and 10. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And they take a knee.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.